air, water, earth, fire. You've heard the stories of Avatar's Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who threaten the balance of the world, and those who seek to maintain it. With danger looming around every corner, what new stories await, and what heroes will rise to the challenge? Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, the Roku era, our second campaign of Avatar Legends. I am once again your GM Josh. I am joined by my friends Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan. Oh, that's right. Someone else gets to recap now because, well, I finally remember who did. It's been so long since who had the last recap. It was me who did it last. Who had it before me?
I mean, the last person who would have done a non-Josh recap would have been the one before the finale of last season. So, last, December?
No, we've had a few sessions since then where I think Oz did a recap. I think Morgan did a recap.
I definitely at least went over my very sparse notes, which
Did
I
anyone
have
recap
added
last
Skumati and
I
live
did the
face down
recap
to
last time
meditation.
because we've had the break. It's either Cass or Megan, and I feel like it's Cass because Cass kept saying, skip me till next time.
I feel like it's cast by law of it's for the bit.
You said you had a bad day, right? Just add the
Yeah.
episode.
Get it all out at once.
I'm gonna be so honest. I don't remember anything that happened.
Make it up.
Yeah, make it up, and then they can go back to the previous episode if they want to. But for now, this is Cass's recap.
I remember us going to meet some fired person. And then I remember we followed Kienren to somewhere. And then we ended up in the city. And where we, I think, got in trouble with someone. Someone tried something, and it didn't work. That's all I remember.
Good enough recap. If you want more information or more specifics, head to last session.
So we were in the middle of combat, and now we're...
No,
All
we
right.
weren't.
That's true, we weren't. You were, in fact, at the Fire Nation capital, just kind of hanging around. I think y'all went to buy some things, but I don't think anyone bought anything of note.
no one bought anything.
Oh, that's right. No, someone stole stuff.
We actually stole some stuff.
Yeah.
Two people stole some things. I'm not gonna name any names.
And then someone was mansplaining jokes.
Oh my god!
Someone made a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we left off.
Mansplaining comedy.
We left off in the middle of the mansplaining during a fanfare of an announcement of some sort.
Yeah.
Coming
Worst
from.
day of my life.
As I said, a knock-knock joke.
And Kenren doesn't know what those are.
And I explained it.
You mansplained it.
In a cute way, apparently.
I explained it in a cute way as
You
Rorik.
mansplained it in, quote, a cute way.
As Rorik, a man who explains jokes. To you who didn't know.
Well, that's where we left off. Fanfare has happened, drawing all of your attentions to the main sort of convention-like building area where it seems to be the Brother Summit seems to be going to be taking place the most, even though it'll be sort of all over the city. But like the main area, there's some fanfare coming out of it. And I would assume you all go and investigate that, just go see what's going on.
Sure.
I wanna, but I'm gonna.
Right, you make your way towards the building with a fanfare, and you see there's like a in front of the steps leading up to the building. There's a little podium set up. There is a group of people standing behind the podium, each sort of looking like they represent each of the different nations, talking. And person in Fire Nation, our garb, is standing at the podium itself, making an announcement. It's there. You're pretty far back in this crowd that's assembled, so you don't necessarily catch every word, but you do get the gist of it. That in the starting tomorrow, there's going to be this huge feast to start the summit, where everyone can sort of like talk and interact before like they get to the different exhibits and such that they're going to go throughout the week, and the showing of things. There's also a mention of Takukak is going to be there. He is a mentor to Avatar Roku and a close friend who helps sort of delegate some of the issues that are going around in the world. So he's present there, and then of course there's like the whole we hope that the nations are going to have those visiting are going to have an interesting, fun time collaborating and all this other stuff. And then it's met by cheers in the crowd, and then the crowd just kind of disperses as they all get ready for this feast that was announced for the next day. And you are now all standing just kind of in the middle of a moving crowd that's kind of all leaving the area. But you are in front of like the convention sort of building.
What if we go up to the podium?
Go up to the podium?
No, the
Or
podium.
did you say that out loud?
Kenren wouldn't. Kenren would just kind of start walking towards the podium. Kenren is not a great communicator. Don't take notes.
All right, you watch as Kienren walks up to the podium just straight on. At that point, everyone's sort of left except for a man with like gray hair, Water Tribe clothing. This is definitely Takukak. He's just kind of standing there, sort of surveying things as you walk up.
Oh, he's still at the podium.
Yeah, he's not like standing like directly behind the podium, but he's in that area, just kind of looking around.
I'm not interested in him. I want to see if
Would've
there's
been thought.
notes on the podium.
Oh, okay. You go to the podium. There are some note cards left behind, but it's just more of the speech.
So there's nothing. There's no like secrets. No nothing.
Roll to push your luck.
I'm gonna uncover like the whole plot to kill the hero.
I'm gonna write it down.
Plot
I
to
love
start
it.
the 100 Years War. Oh god, remind me what I had to push my luck.
Passion.
Oh boy, that's a +0, but I still got an 8.
You find no secrets, but you do see there's like part of a like document that sort of like was left behind, so probably on accident, that mentions something about like meteorites.
Take.
Alright, take that piece of paper. Start away. Did
Throw it
anyone
away now.
follow Kienren? As it what? Okay, well, all right.
If not, then I'm just gonna rejoin my friends.
All right, what were the three of you talking about while Kienren walked off?
I was trying to make myself as small as possible, that's all.
Rorik is still explaining knock-knock jokes.
Rorik was
Oh.
just keep non-stop joke.
No. You'll get this one. Don't worry. Hold on. Knock, knock.
Do you think Kenren will like this one?
He just really wants to make this group laugh, and it's not working.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Ah.
He's like, I promise I'm funny.
Zay's writing them all down like fascinating cultural insight.
This is what Water Tribe people are like. Wow. Their humor. Knock knock jokes. Got it.
I can't wait till you meet more water. All right. Yeah, Cameron, you walk back up, rejoin the group.
Wait, do they know that I'm part of the Water Tribe?
Yeah, it's been discussed before, I think, based on clothing that everyone seems to. I think a session or two ago we revealed it in like that sleepover session.
Yeah, we revealed in the sleepover.
Okay.
Did you also waterbend in that first fight?
Secretly, I think.
Yeah, I didn't think you did it like obviously.
Anyway, we've discovered it at some point around or before the spit in the hand.
Yeah.
Hey,
But not that you're a water bender, right? Just that you're Water Tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water trap for sure. The bending is a little iffy. I think for sure the only ones that you know are benders are Kienren and Zay, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah, I made that rock wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't think Enya or Rourke have done any like outright bending feats yet.
Henren is not subtle.
They've been hiding.
Not yet.
What does that mean? Oh, never mind.
What does
That
that
sounded
mean?
like a
Oh, right.
threat about Henren not being subtle.
Oh.
All right, but yeah, so now you're all together. You have about a day until like a huge feast happens. So is there any more exploring you want to do, and while you're in the capital, or like go to the or where would you like to go? Did you plan on like finding a place to stay here in the capital or outside with the animals?
I'm probably going to sleep on Bison, but I would, before bedtime, I would like to share the paper with at least Enya, who I know is Fire Nation,
Okay.
and be like, hey, what do you know about this?
Uh,
I didn't think about this.
based on your backstory, you would know that the while meteorite metal is very rare, there is a push to try and get a lot of it to like make like unbreakable type weapons and things like that, to where like they're gonna be way stronger than like the actual metalworking that's already existing.
Gotcha.
So the fact that there's a paper that has them doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, but it might mean that they have some sort of invention related to the meteorites that that the Fire Nation is gonna debut.
Alright. I relay that information to Kienren.
Fascinating. Thank you. Walk away.
What? All right.
What?
I mean, okay.
Just
Wait.
kind of exit stay in the area, just very clearly no longer in conversation.
Wait.
So do we want to stay in town for the night, or do we need to like hop out of here and find somewhere else?
Josh,
I'm not sure there's anywhere in town large enough for Bison to comfortably spend the night.
Bison,
yeah,
the small
there's-
bison.
I care about Bison's comfort and safety.
Are the roofs pointy, Josh? Or are there any
Are
flat
the roofs pointy, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. They're like the imperial style.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pointy. Ouch.
Yeah.
There are no flat roofs.
Okay.
Cass, did you have a question?
I was gonna see if I can look around first before we continue.
Yeah, roll. Let's roll with creativity to assess the situation. Kind of be looking around for something.
I got 10.
Okay. Is there anything specific you're looking around for, or just in general?
You know what I'm looking around.
Okay. Looking around, you don't immediately see anyone that you would recognize or anything like that. You do, however, in different spots, see where did I write it down? you see both like the symbol of the ice rat with a coin on the water tribe coin, and then you also see one of a like a bear claw kind of situation. That one's a lot more sparse, but you do catch like one or two like glimpses of it somewhere, like as people are passing.
Okay.
But you don't recognize anyone like flat out.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the group that I think it'd be best not to sleep in town.
Right,
Okay.
because of Bison, right?
Of course, because of Bison. And
Yeah.
Berries.
Can I see if there's something weird about Rorik?
Yeah, same here.
All
Doing
right.
rolls.
How often do your characters, do you think in the past, do they like read people, like read facial expressions, things like that?
I feel like growing up in the orphanage with a bunch of other like people my age and
Mm.
like adults, if we want to like escape or not escape, but like sneak out, I feel like
Yeah.
we'd have to be good at like
Oh, good. Okay, yeah, fair.
Kinran, probably not that great at it, but is going to try anyway.
All right, so Zay's gonna roll with relying on their skills and training for focus, and Kianran's gonna roll passion to push their luck. See if they can figure out.
No,
that's a 9.
9. So
that's a 3 for Kinran.
oh, Kianran, you see no. You can't tell if there's anything wrong at all. This is just
I
a
think
normal
Kinran
person.
just has like a yes/no like dichotomy of is this person going to attempt to arrest me? Yes, no.
Yeah.
It's like not attempting to arrest me.
Yeah,
Good.
all good. And then Zay, you can tell something's up, but like you can't pinpoint it or anything. Like every time, like if you're trying to like track where Rorik's eyes are going, you can't tell what they're looking at, but you know that they're like on the edge looking for something.
Zay's not gonna say anything.
I'm not gonna say anything. Got him.
Hey,
Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of Avatar: Legend Legacy.
well, that bit so many times. All right.
It's a good bit. It works.
So as you so have you decided to head out of the city?
Unless we want to explore more, yeah.
I'm down to bounce.
Yeah. There's
You having
something
fun
else.
down there, Morgan?
Well, let's go.
Flippy flopping over there?
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, as you all begin to head out, Kianren, you start to your ears sort of like prick up a little bit as like you're leaving, when this couple like huge crates sort of like are shuttled past you all on your way out. They prick up because you can sort of feel some spiritual energy, something some spirit or something is related to the crates, but you can't really figure out what it is exactly, but you know something related to the spirits is happening with them.
I keep my eye on the crates, and all I say to my compatriot is "crates, spirit," and I start walking after it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna confront them, but I am gonna follow him.
All right. Does anyone want to follow Kianren after that very cryptic message?
Yes.
In what
Yeah.
direction is that? I want to follow, but in what direction?
They're headed back the way you came to the like convention area.
Yeah, because I'm curious.
Follow
Alright.
him in the crates.
You all head
The whole adventure is just going to be Kianran running off. Just like, all
There you
right.
You head off towards following the crates. You find that they eventually get back to that convention sort of area, and there's like the building has been set up to have like 4 entrances, one for each of the nations, and the crates are entered through the Fire Nation side, that entrance. And then they are like dropped off, and then the people who drop them off disperse, leave. But it's like an empty sort of, not like a warehouse situation, but it's like this big open room. There are a couple of different crates in there.
I would love to go open the crates.
Great. Give me a roll to rely on your skills and training. So roll with
Oh
focus.
boy,
Roll with focus just to see if you open it easy or have to like.
my skills and training in opening boxes.
They're. I
This
mean,
is
they're pretty.
so fucking stupid. I got it 11 plus 1, 12.
Do you find that these crates weren't even secure, weren't even like bolted down or anything? They're just, whoop, you can just flip open the lid. Inside, you see meteorites, like a fairly good size. Yet again, you don't know what they're for, but they are meteorites, and you can feel somewhere nearby is is like spirit energy. There's some spirit here that's like very interested in the meteorites.
I would love to take them.
Take the what?
Take the meteorites.
It's far too big for you to lift. It's like
Take some.
half.
Take peace.
Roll to push your luck, because I know you're great at stealing things, but one, you have airbending, and two, I don't think you have any tools that can chip away a piece right now.
Bare hands.
Bare hands it. All right.
Bare hands and teeth.
Roll to push your luck.
I'm
Roll with passion.
That's a 10.
A 10. Oh my god.
I'm gonna get high rolls on everything stupid, Josh.
That's where the ones come from.
You start to hit the this meteorite, and like a loose piece of it kind of falls off, and you grab it and just put it away, I guess.
I'm just kind of holding it, kind of like that Marge Simpson. I just think they're neat meme.
All
I'm
right.
just like spiritual energy in front of just my friends. Just the spirits want this.
What is that?
Rock.
Josh, can I like
It's
try
a
to
meteorite.
like feel the
Right.
rock? Like, does it feel like earth to me?
You roll with focus.
Okay.
This poses the question: could earthbenders bend non-Earth planet material?
The answer's already yes. Toph does it just without having any trouble.
But like, if you put
That's another
an
9.
earthbender who's
It's a
not
9.
Toph Bayfong who can do anything
That's fair.
on the moon,
You feel you put your hand on the meter. It definitely feels similar to the earth that's on the ground that you bend, but it's in a state that like it might take you a little bit of time to figure out specifically how to like move it, or like to bend it, things like that. But you think that you probably could if you gave it enough like time.
Okay. That is a rock I have never felt before. That's a weird rock.
weird rock. Fascinating.
Can Rorik take the rock and like examine it?
The rock,
From Genren?
the one that Cameron broke off.
Yeah, the little piece.
Are you going to communicate that to Genren?
Yeah. Can I thin it?
What do you say?
He just goes, can I see it? Can I?
Genren holds it closer to Rorik's face.
Wonderful.
Great. Looks cool. Awesome.
Can you observe it well enough at this distance? Do I need to bring it closer?
I need it closer. It's not close enough.
Guys, should we get out of here and like examine the rock somewhere else?
I think Zay is full of excellent ideas.
I feel like we're not supposed to be here, and Cameron definitely like stole something, so we should probably get out.
I'm amenable to leaving. We could perhaps return later if the spirit wishes for more rock.
Do you know what spirit wants the rock?
Do I know what spirit wants the rock?
Oz, roll for Kienran to rely on skills and training.
Oh boy!
You might have heard of
This is
something like
going to
this.
be a low roll because it's important.
Roll with focus.
Okay. That's going to add up to an 8.
8. You know that this is a spirit. Yeah. You know this is a spirit that is more related to the Earth Kingdom than anything else. It's a spirit called Rust.
Okay.
And you know that its main interest in the meteorite is that it's hungry and just kind of likes to eat metal.
I see. I sense that it is an earth spirit, and I sense that it hungers.
Oh,
Perhaps it
Josh,
will
do I
find its
know-
way to this larger stash so that we may further examine this smaller sample.
To be clear, the book specifically says the delicious smell of meteorite metal, which really only means that it eats metal. So I was like, all right.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wait,
But yeah.
so why do we need this metal? Why do we
because
need
Kinran's spirit wants it.
what
Not my
spirit-
spirit.
Oh, the spirit Kinran can sense.
Wait.
I
isn't
sense the spirit's
sense
hunger for the
spirit?
rock.
Now hold on. Since when
I am.
Yenren sense
I am holding
spirit?
on.
When was this? Why?
Oh yeah, has Kienran ever explained that they have a spirit? Oh no, you explained the wolf spirit thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
swear
they
have
just
connections with wolves.
assumed because this wolf spirit.
Forthcoming Shenren has been with information.
well, Rorik was the only one who didn't understand the last
Yeah,
time we
that's
were
true.
there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
True.
So now Rorik is discovering.
Hey.
Do you need any more of the rock, Kinran, or can we?
I believe this will suffice. I think Rust would prefer to. Do I know that it's Rust, or do I just know that it's an Earth spirit?
I'll say you can figure out its name. It's based on the fact that it seems to be attracted to eating the metal.
I believe I will leave the rest for the spirit of Rust to consume.
Oh.
It
Josh,
isn't-
would I know what Rust is? Like growing up in like a school orphanage, basically in the Earth Kingdom.
You know, roll to rely on skills and training. Roll with focus. Let's see if you can.
Oh, 10.
And yeah, so you've probably heard about it in some sort of like spiritual lessons, at the orphanage, or like nomads who were passing by and wanted to give like a spirit lesson. And you would know that the more aggressive you are around Rust, the worse it's gonna be. Rust is a very like vibes spirit of like, if everyone's nice and mellow and peaceful and happy, then Rust is gonna be that way. But if things get aggressive, Rust is also gonna get very aggressive.
Okay. We should absolutely be nice to Rust. I am in favor of appeasing Rust with the rock.
Yes, I believe Rust will have greater use for this larger sample than we will. Off we go.
All right. You walk out of there. There doesn't seem to be any guards, oddly enough. And you head off.
Rust ate them.
Rust doesn't eat people, as far as we know, yet.
Metal armor.
That's true. You head out of there, head out of the capital city, find like a little clearing area where Bison and Kai have been just kind of hanging out together, sort of hovering above, playing tag.
Oh.
They can both fly.
Well, guys.
Is there anything you want to do before settling down for the night, or did you just want to sleep and then wake up?
Rorik, did you want to test the rock or like hold the rock?
No.
Okay.
No, but Rorik does want to tell ghost stories before we go to bed.
I right now need the distinction between ghost stories and spiritual, like stories about spirits. I need the distinction between the two.
Rorik thinks it's ghost stories, but it's probably a story about spirit. He doesn't know the difference.
This is like taking the Bible and being like, listen to this cool ghost.
I mean, that's pretty much what they are.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Kenron is going to try to meditate with the new materials.
Okay, so you know what? Rorik, roll for creativity. We'll see how scary or creative this spirit ghost story is.
It's a whopping 4.
You are essentially telling the equivalent of like a child's nursery story that you think is scary, but everyone else is just like, yeah, this is like a normal thing that we've heard before.
And if you
Okay.
say Bloody Mary in the mirror.
And they have long ears and fly with those ears and look like rabbits. Ah.
Oh yeah, Kenron face down in the dirt attempting to meditate.
Roll with focused relying on skills and training. What exactly are you doing with the meditation?
I'm trying to make contact with the wolf spirit.
Oh, I see. Okay,
That's a 6.
You start to think that you have contacted the wolf spirit in some way. Like you feel some sort of spirit presence, and you just kind of assume it's the wolf because that's the one you're like calling to.
I feel like Spirit Kenron is kind of like reaching out and just like, Spirit, come to me.
So yeah, you feel a spirit presence, which you just kind of assume is the wolf.
Spirit, what is the quest that you have for me? Is there any way you can communicate to me?
You have silence.
Could you write something down?
You start to feel the meteorite in your hand, like something shifting it around.
I look down in my hand.
You see like a chunk of it's missing.
I like hold out my hand like I'm feeding a horse. And I watch to see if another bite gets taken.
And nothing happens. You're just holding out this the piece that you broke off that now has like a bite taken out of it. You're just holding it out.
Aren't you hungry?
Silence again.
I don't think this is the wolf spirit. I will have to inquire later if the wolf spirit also eats meteorite rock.
Freebie, you for sure. No, you already know that that's not the case.
I sense this might not be the wolf spirit.
After all, not the wolf
Spirit,
spirit.
why do you avoid me?
You hear off in the distance an actual wolf's howl.
A sign. Jolt upright, meditation broken.
We're all still awake, right?
Yeah,
when
you're also
Kenron-
awake. You're listening to ghost stories. As suddenly Kenron bolts up, right?
Zay was also writing down all of Rorik's ghost stories.
Oh,
Just keeping them also in the journal.
Kenron jolts up at a part that Rorik thinks is scary. He was like, yes, it's working.
Kenron, did you talk to the spirit?
Can I see if the actual rock has a bite out of it?
Yeah, you look down and it does actually have like a piece missing.
I don't know why, but the wolf spirit seems to be avoiding me. I seem to have gotten a visit from Rust, though.
Were you hungry, or is that Rust?
Can I check my teeth for rocks?
You can feel that you did not take a bite out of this meteor.
Not today.
That's good.
So I must believe it was Rust, unless one of you also enjoys consuming meteorites.
Could I hold the meteorite? Or well, do we know it's a meteorite? Did you say
Yeah.
meteorite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's in those crates. You can
Okay.
tell that it's not from the planet, the Earth itself.
Can I hold it?
I see
Cameron?
no reason why not.
Okay. Josh, can I just like try to like understand it through my bending?
Yeah. Roll to rely on skills and training.
11.
11. Yeah. So you know that there are you as you're feeling your way through the meteorite, you know that there are properties of it that are similar enough to, like I said before, to the Earth already that you can probably manipulate. There are also sections of it that are too refined for you to do anything with. So it's sort of like you could very meticulously pick pieces out of it and then have something that you could use in your bending, and then you would just have like a chunk of metal that's just on its own. And you also know that you also know that the meteorite could be used as some sort of like besides the weapons that like the Fire Nation makes, it could be used as probably as like a power source possibly, if it was used correctly.
So I know it's like it could be fuel.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what do we think the Fire Nation wants with so much rock?
And yeah, you have been in the capital city the longest. Would you know if the Fire Nation is interested at all in rust or any spirits of that nature?
Do I?
Yeah, I'm gonna say with your history of your character, you know that not necessarily for spirit wise, but you know that there's some sort of like military plans for the meteors.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of a good way to state that without giving away the thing that must not be named for a little while. I guess I'll state that I've been around the city. I've heard about maybe some military plans that involve the meteorite.
Oh. I mean,
That
I
is like
guess
what?
they're using it like fuel to
Oh wait, didn't I explain the thing with the weapons? Like the meteorite would be made into weapons?
I don't think you ever explained it. No wait, no, you said you conveyed it. Yeah, so yeah, they know about
No.
being able to make weapons out of it, but
Oof.
Wouldn't that be like the only thing that I necessarily know?
roll to rely on skills and training for a little. See if it was focus to delve back into some past.
That's a 6.
Nope, you don't recall anything else.
Too much trauma that I'm not going to talk about.
Zay, you mentioned something about fuel?
Well, yeah, the way it's made of metal and this weird rock from space. I feel coal. Would
Mhm.
Cameron know what coal is?
Would Kenred know what coal is?
I mean, probably. It's well. Do you think Kienran had like a regular education of things?
Would there have been coal in the temples?
Well, I mean, that's fair because you can just bend.
Probably.
I mean, but you can also just bend the air to be whatever temperature you want. Which is why Aang doesn't change clothes almost ever. It's because he can just change the air temperature around himself.
Mhm.
Um,
I feel like there was probably coal and fire itself. So yeah, I know what coal
Yeah.
is. Yes.
I imagine it's like that. But anything to do with stars in the space was my worst subject. I only know because it's a cool rock from space. That's really all I retained about what meteorites are. But
Mm.
I imagine it would be like that, but bigger, more maybe than coal.
Hmm. Rory, you seem to be a traveled man.
Sure.
Have you come across anything in your travels about using meteorites as fuel? Bless you, Enya.
No. At least none that I can recall at this moment.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Perhaps there's someone else we could ask about it in the fire capital. Should we reveal that we know about this to the fire capital, now that I think about it?
I mean, if they're gonna reveal something at the big show they're doing, right? Do we even need to bother?
Zay, incredible point.
I mean, maybe we should stick around until they reveal it.
Zay, would you like to snuggle with Bison tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
I
Zay doesn't
nuzzle
wait.
like a
Zay-
place out for Zay in Bison's fur.
What was this interaction?
Kenron is fully just Pavloving Zay to keep having like thoughts like this.
Every time Zay hears good thought, Zay just runs to Bison.
Doesn't wait. Just
Fully associate having good idea with you get to snuggle Bison.
basically.
Is
How to get Zay to run away from danger? Zay, good idea.
Zoom.
But yeah, I think that's it for at least Kenren tonight, unless someone else wants to do a thing.
Rorik, were you gonna say something?
no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you also want to snuggle with Bison?
I thought you would. I thought you would.
Clears out a little spot.
Yes.
And I snuggle with Baliston.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the dragon can snuggle with Bison.
Yay!
As you all snuggle up to Bison and we pan up to the stars and the moon, we shoot off to the Southern Water Tribe, where we see Scoot yet again, the penguin otter. This time around, he's just kind of having like a little adventure, sliding down some of the snow slopes. You can hear like children laughing as like you can see behind him there's some other like penguin otters. They're all sort of like just having fun, hanging out. There's some kids who are like trying to ride them as sleds. And then we zoom back. This is the next day, and you all wake up. All right. So it's the next
day. What a beautiful
Yeah,
morning. We're
the
all
next day.
snuggling Bison.
You're all snuggling up to Bison. Some of you have ridiculous bedhead, but it is morning as you all wake up.
Yeah. I was going to do
Right.
something, but I decided against.
No, tell us. You don't have to do it, but tell us.
No.
The viewers at home want to know.
No, they don't.
Get in the comments.
Oh.
Viewers at home, do you want to know?
I think Rorik's gonna go for a walk.
Okay. Rorik goes off for a walk on his own. As you're walking around, are you looking for anything again?
Of course I am.
Roll with creativity. Actually, no. Roll with focus. I lied. Roll with focus. We're gonna rely on skills and training.
Oh, fine. It'll just be an 11.
It'll
Just an 11. No
Yeah.
big.
Looking around the forest, it's a nice quiet time there. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You don't see anything suspicious. You do notice that everyone else seems to be like up at all like the other camps nearby. Everyone's like up and getting ready for the day.
Okay.
All right. So Rorik's off on a walk right now. What's everyone else doing?
Where do we think he went?
Perhaps he went to the woods to relieve himself.
Oh, good
Dave?
point. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure he would have told us if he didn't want his privacy.
Is there any kind of water source around here?
Yeah, there's probably like a pond or like a river nearby.
How often do you have to bathe bison?
Bison is more of a dust bath taker. His fur is very dense.
Oh, okay.
You also know that right now bison isn't in the shedding period of the season.
Hmm. Otherwise, we would have woken up covered in bison fur.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how long did anyone catch when they're gonna do their little showcase things in the capital?
You know that like a dinner banquet feast thing is happening today at some point, and then tomorrow is gonna like start the like little exhibits and like symposiums and so on.
Okay.
So it's a dinner.
Yeah, today's like a little celebratory feast kind of deal going on.
So is it like a dinner? Or is it like a lunch? Did it say when the feast was?
As far as you caught, it seems like it's gonna be like a start at the middle of the day, go until everyone's done kind of deal.
Sick. I have not had a steady food. Cameron is saying this out loud. I have not had a steady source of food for the past 2 years.
No, Oz is saying that just legitimately right now, no context.
As I'm eating pizza.
Yeah.
Cameron, are you malnourished?
I believe I'm nourished adequately enough. However, I'm not going to turn away an opportunity to perhaps stockpile some food.
Dang, there was a great opportunity to say I have not been nourished by Mal at all.
I don't know who Mal is.
Did anyone catch if it costs money to go to this feast, or can we just show up?
It seems like it would be very elitist to require an entry fee for a feast all about collaboration and openness between the nations.
Is this your first time in the Fire Nation? Just Zay doesn't say that with any kind of
Burn.
sarcasm. Just genuine, like.
That burn. Kenran, fully not phased. Fully. I have been in the area of the Fire Nation for approximately 2 years.
Everything I know about the capital is that everything costs money here.
I have not been of the capital for very long. No.
And yeah, you would probably know that while it probably doesn't cost money, you would need some sort of invitation to at
Okay.
least attend like the feast portion of things.
Okay. We will probably need, just for me hearing about it and being in the city for so long, we'll need some sort of inn, if you get my drift.
Is that not what doors are for?
No, you have to know someone.
Well,
I
not
know Enya,
necessarily.
and I know you, and I know Rorik.
You see, Kianran, buddy, not so much a door, but more of like a
A window.
no, not a window.
No.
More
like,
like
no,
a invitation.
Why didn't you just say invitation?
Well, I don't know.
A fair question. Anyway,
Surely we can obtain an invitation from someone or somewhere.
the day before or the day of the feast? I mean, you're good at stealing, right? You stole the rock. Could we find someone and just like,
Ask
or is
for
that
their
bad?
invitation,
Yeah,
or steal their invitation.
yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with stealing from elitists.
I mean,
Rorik,
Enya, would
did
you know any other way of getting one?
Rorik, did you have an idea? You looked like you were plotting.
Yeah, when is Rorik coming back from the
Oh
walk?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Rorik-
Rorik's not here.
Rorik's gonna walk. He usually sits and writes in his journal. And I was wanting to go over to. You said there was other people waking up in their camps.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, there are.
I
Yeah.
was gonna try to raid their camp and like.
Now I know your backstory, so you roll with focus to rely on skills and training.
Thank you. I got a 9.
A 9. The closest one nearby is the one that the water tribe is like the water tribe camp. So you are able to blend in pretty well. You know the way. You sneaking around, you enter just a random tent, and you find Taku Cock is just right there in front of you. Just like I'm sorry, what are you doing in my tent? Do I
Nothing.
know you?
You don't. I don't think.
All right. Well, is there anything I can help you with?
No. I just kind of walked in the wrong tent, That's my bad.
Okay. I see.
But, like, who are you?
Well, my name is Taku Cock. I am the main ambassador here of the Water Tribe, here on behest of Avatar Roku, to help sort of keep the peace.
Very nice. Very nice.
As you're talking, you notice like a little like not an invitation per se, but like a paper that seems to be like sort of like a one of those like here on behalf of papers of like those letters of like not recognition, letters of past of I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You know those papers that people can use to be like, I have credentials, and then walk off. that kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. While I'm talking to him, can I try to take it?
Yeah. You are. Give me a roll with passion to push your luck, because this is just a very skilled waterbender and a friend of Avatar Roku's.
Yeah. Risky business. I got another 9.
You are able to take it, but but you have to like immediately, very awkwardly leave.
Okay. Like I said, wrong tent. But I really hope you have a good time here in the capital.
Yes.
And then I leave.
You leave. You have the paper. He didn't seem to notice or anything.
Is there anything else I can find in this place? Maybe food?
I mean, yeah, there's like Water Tribe related food that they brought along with them to like snack on and such. Sea prunes.
I don't want to take all of it. I just want to take like some, and then I'm gonna head back to my friend.
Okay, you can take a couple of different food items, random things here and there, and head back. Eventually, Rorik reappears. I don't know where in your conversation you three are, but Rorik walks up.
Plotting how to steal from somebody.
Yeah, Rorik walks up with a bag of food, and I don't know if you have the paper in your hand or if you've stowed it away somewhere. But you walk up with. Okay, you walk up with.
Rourke walks in right as we're saying, "Man, we should probably steal an invitation."
I hand them the bag of food. I've definitely ate some, but I want them to also be.
Thank you, Rourke. Cameron kind of just slowly, hesitantly raises a fist and double taps on Rorik's forehead.
No. And he spits in his hand,
Oh,
folds it out.
Absolutely not. I am trying to meet you part way with your jokes.
These are not jokes, Tianren.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
I did not plan this far ahead.
I did not plan this far ahead. Who?
I say that.
I see I have much to learn still.
And then Rorik just laughs. Like the funniest joke he's ever heard.
Excellent.
And then
I'm learning the ways of comedy.
Then he takes his spit hand and he pats them on the back.
Cameron fully disrobes. Fully takes off the shirt.
You can all now clearly see the wolf scar, all the scarring on Kienren.
The arm is still covered, but you can see that the scarring goes up the arm.
What a way to get to there.
Rorik just goes, "Yo, that's dope."
Dope, son.
I don't know what hurt more, Rorik saying that or Josh. Josh, definitely Josh. Kienren is viciously like scrubbing the shirt.
Rorik just sits down and takes another food item from the bag and starts eating it.
What is dope?
Dope? oh, it's some like word we use in the Water Tribe. It's to mean like cool, awesome.
The weather is rather humid and balmy today. I don't know what you would mean about cool, but awesome.
If we're keeping a player tally, please, keeping track of player things that were introduced, please add dope to Cass's list.
New inventions from our friend Cass. The knock knock joke. Dope.
That's to add to sus, by the way.
No, new season, new count.
No, this is just an overall thing, and then just season by season, keeping track.
Awful. I don't want salad to be undermined.
Salad is under yours,
Or
too bad.
unions.
Salad.
It is. Unfortunately for you.
Damn.
Alright. But
Anyhow, I appreciate the I think compliment, but I am truly begging you to keep your bodily fluids to yourself.
Oh. It's just early. You'll be fine.
Kenren scrubs harder.
as Rorik is starting to eat the food that's in the sack that they brought, and everyone else, I guess, partakes as well. Kenren, you distinctly notice. I don't remember if you stated that you left your vegetarian ways or not. You may have. You may not have.
I have, yeah.
Okay. Most of it's meat.
That's fine.
Haha.
Most of the food is meat.
That's fine.
So, Rorik, where'd you get all this?
On my walk.
Okay. I was hoping you stole it because we were just talking about how to steal something, and I'm not really well versed in stealing. So,
Now
This-
let me tell you.
This very obviously cooked food. It's just on my walk.
Rorik is like, yeah, I did steal it.
Face
And then
folded.
just,
that is perfect timing. Thank you, Rorik. I think Zay just explains what we were talking about needing to steal an invitation.
oh, invitation. So I did acquire something on my walk. It may or may not be useful.
Zay just thinks Rorik's a genius, like already 5 steps ahead of us.
I just remembered, Zay, you have a coin as well that might work for like a let me in situation. From the ambassador.
That's cool.
Yeah, you
I
have
do
that.
have a
You do
coin
have that
from
coin. I just remembered that.
Yeah. I don't think Zay wants to use that unless
Like
like
emergency, yeah.
yeah.
I show them.
What does it say, Josh?
You see the piece of paper. It's essentially a missive from Avatar Roku that says the bearer of this letter is acting in accordance to and with direct orders from the Avatar Roku and or his direct affiliates. Please give this person this person or persons any access to things that they need, so on. Stuff like that, essentially.
Okay.
But it's like a one-time show it, turn it in sort of situation.
I mean, I feel like this could work. I know when my master's gone to like visit the Capitol on official business, she brings people, like she brings some of us almost like as like staff to help her with her duties. I mean, if you had this letter, we could pose as your like staff or like attendants, and maybe the one letter would work.
Has they
Maybe.
mentioned a master before?
If I recall, Zay has only ever mentioned the orphanage. I think.
I don't think we've heard anything about Zay's quote unquote master.
Yeah.
And immediately Kianran does not like that.
I think Zay has only mentioned like living with a bunch of other kids and the orphanage, but maybe not
Yeah.
like a specific orphanage, just in general an orphanage.
Kianran very firmly takes Zay's shoulders. Like firm but like comforting.
Okay.
Like, Zay, listen to me. You are the master of your own fate. No one in this world can tell you what to do with this one life that you are given. Death is all a part of the cycle, and it comes for us all. It's important that we live our lives as true to ourselves as we can be. You have no master. Do you understand?
But my master's a wonderful person.
Oh no. Stockholm Syndrome.
No, I
Add
think I'm
Stockholm
even
Hold on.
misunderstanding.
Add Stockholm
Listen,
Syndrome
I know what I've done,
to
John.
Alice's list. Stockholm doesn't exist.
Yeah, Stockholm of the Air Temple.
Just the stocks. Like the air temple has
There's a
stocks.
guy named Stockholm. He's
Who
stuck.
fell in love with his captors, or had
Yeah.
had his captors fall in love with him? Which one?
Yes, it's a
Okay.
vicious cycle.
Okay.
So it's just immediately like, no. I think we have a misunderstanding. Like where I come from, like my
No,
master is like my
pause.
teacher.
I don't think Zay would understand what Stockholm Syndrome is at all. I don't know if you know what what Kianran is referencing.
Oh, that's true.
I'm sorry that Stockholm, Sweden exists in this universe, God.
Wait, what? What? What?
At the Air Temple, there was a man named Stockholm.
What
He-
happened to him?
He was kept by a master and kept under such tight control that he believed the master was all that was good in the world. And when that master passed, he continued the tradition with a new captor of his own, and thus we say, when someone is too attached to their master and perhaps cannot see the cruelty being done to them, we call that Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, I don't think anything cruel ever happened.
That's
I
what
mean,
they all think.
Sometimes
They
she
think
beat
that
us.
it's love
we
or
would win.
parental.
You just talk over saying he's saying that she sometimes beat us.
when we raid. Oh, does Kendra know like beat us isn't like it just means to win?
I don't think Kianran has ever had any
Stop
been
that.
in any competition type scenario ever.
I think Zay just looks over at Rorik and Enya for help.
Say, I'm going
Okay.
to protect you. I'm going to help you.
Can Rorik like try to defuse the situation with another knock knock joke?
Please.
Roll to rely. You know what? No, roll with creativity.
God, I hate this game. Please tell me it's like a 2.
It's an 8.
8. Which of you two is more receptive to not? It's only gonna work to defuse one of you two. I don't know who would be more receptive to the knock knock jokes right now.
Holy Zay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cameron is still getting the grasp.
Okay. Yeah, your knock knock joke. What is your knock knock joke?
It's hard. It's...
My knock knock joke is it is it's Hold on. Hold on. Just give me a second. It's knock knock.
Who's there?
Water.
Water who?
What are you asking so many questions for?
Is that just nervous laughs? Karen's hands on her shoulders.
I still don't understand why you say knock knock out loud.
It's just part of the setup of the joke. You know when you have joke and then you have like a setup and a punchline. Knock
And just mansplaining jokes again.
knock knock is the setup part of the joke. And then when they ask, it keeps setting it up. And then when they're like, who? Then you give them the punchline.
Why would I punch them?
That's just part of the joke. There's no punch. It's just comedy.
But isn't knocking a form of punching?
It's theoretic. It's not real knocking.
Zay, I'm going to protect you from your master, but right now, I have to focus on developing my comedy skills.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna let that go. If we ever meet, my master's wonderful. I promise. She is the teacher. She's the ambassador, to the Fire Nation.
Oh
She.
no, a figure of power.
I mean, kind of, but she's a wonderful teacher.
Choosing a position of power.
Yes.
Monster.
What?
I understand this will be a process for you, Zay, but we can help you.
Help me what?
Someday you'll understand what happens in dynamics that have an abuse of power. 5 hours later, we've missed the dinner.
We get to as you're having this long conversation, you hear a whole lot of commotion of people moving into the city. I don't know if that'll stop your conversation, but you do notice a bunch of people going, yes.
I'm assuming because I'm not necessarily a part of this, I'm just listening in as a bystander. Do I hear this commotion, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you and Rorik probably can hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna look back at the group and then kind of say, in a very soft voice, guys, hey guys, the people are going, people are moving.
Yes.
Guys, we need to go. The people are moving, I guess. Okay, okay.
And if your master is there, don't worry, I will keep you safe.
No, she's busy. I think she's visiting the Earth Kingdom.
Excellent. Distance will help you heal. To the
Huh?
feast. To the feast.
You head off into the Fire Nation capital. Get past the guards. They recognize you. They're the same from the last time you entered. So they're all cool. You walk in. It's much more lively than it was yesterday. There is a bunch of people head to the convention area. The feast seems to be not starting, but people are getting there to be find seats, get their invitations checked, things like that, mingle, and meet up. You see that a lot of people are benders. There's a handful of non-benders around. Is it daytime? Kianren, as you are moving, do you still have the meteor rock on you? The what's left of it?
Probably in my pocket.
Okay, as you're walking, you notice sort of down to your side is a foot tall, translucent. Well, pretty much only you can see because you have the meteor rock on you. But a translucent, foot tall, elderly man, who's just sort of seems to be attracted to the rock that's in your pocket.
Can I offer him the rock?
You take out the rock. Man, the translucent elderly man takes it. Starts to eat it. This is the actual form of rust.
Mhm.
And you see a little.
To Rust?
Say what?
Can I speak to Rust?
You can. Sure. Yeah.
Can I crouch down and just ask in the middle of traffic, of course, naturally.
Yeah. The three of you watch as Kienren just kind of stops, kneels down, and starts talking to nobody.
Hello.
See, like Rust like waves as it like is munching on the.
Do you like the rock?
You see, he nods.
Do you know the wolf spirit?
You see, Rust sort of like reaches out a hand and like I guess puts a hand on like where your giant wolf scar is.
Okay.
As you're talking to Rust, yeah, everyone else can notice that a little further off there seems to be like this, very much standing out from amongst the crowd is a like very tall, very large woman in air nomad clothing. She's like extremely muscular. And she seems to be like looking towards Kienren. But he's still like moving with the crowd.
Zay like goes over and taps Kenren on the shoulder.
Cameron doesn't look up, but acknowledges that yes.
Big woman watching.
Excuse me, Rust. Stands up. Show me.
Points. Just at the.
So, John, do I recognize big, tall, muscle woman?
I'm trying to figure out which temple she's from. Hang on. Oh, it doesn't say. I would say you probably no, just because she's one of the largest air nomads of current era. Her
Literally.
reputation probably is what you know most of her than anything else. Her name is Sumati. Sumati.
Thank you.
Yeah, her name is Sumati. And you just kind of would recognize her mostly out of reputation of just her size in general. Because she has a very sort of threatening appearance because of how like big and muscled she is. But I don't think you've had any actual interactions with her. But her name probably did pop up because she is a very like spiritual member of the
Her name did pop up. I have it written in my notes.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, same. Didn't she tell us not to? She talked to us about the wolf. Don't attack the wolf.
I don't think we talked to her. I feel like we just mentioned.
No,
Sumati.
someone else I think mentioned her name, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
My
think
only
it was
notes was somebody said don't attack the wolf.
Kaya.
yeah.
Yeah, Kaya mentioned Sumati might be able to help. So I would recognize her as Sumati.
Yes.
Oh God.
Should
I look
we
back down at Rust. It's like, Rust, would you like to come to a party with us today?
Rust has disappeared, and the meteorite's also gone.
I would like to talk to her.
Sumati also gone. Cannot find her.
Fuck!
Disappeared with the crowd.
As soon as I have answers, they all slip through my fingers. Let's go to the feast.
Wait, we should plan first how like what we're gonna do, right? Before we show up.
Is it not as simple as enter and feast?
I don't know.
And yeah,
I mean,
As you get closer, you can see there's someone like there are a couple people like at the doors, like checking invitations and such before people get in.
Rourke, you have our invitation, yes?
Yeah, Rourke, you are good at lying, right?
Sure am.
But Rourke, you have our invitation, yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do.
Okay. So we should all be
this
silent
is a
and let
side comment, but does everybody who's going to the feast at least look nice or like look like they're? Because you said that it's an invited thing.
Yeah, it's a mix of people who are like dressed up in like delegate clothes, like fancy attire, and like people who are very much just out of like their out finished like working on something, so that this like slightly covered.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we actually fit in if we
Yeah.
go in.
we did all sleep outside last night. so-
Yeah, especially if we're using this invite that's for that's from Avatar Roku.
yeah, Rorik, what's gonna be the story if we're your staff? Like what do we do?
Yeah, we should come up with a plan.
Yeah, we stop moving. We stop going to
Just pause real fast.
Should
Yeah.
we acquire fancier clothing?
I mean, do we have to? I mean, we could be like, we're all dressed different than Rorik, which is a problem if we're his staff. But
Also, I think in terms of the quality of clothing, Rourke and Zay should be fine, because both of them have not been like living in the wilderness for the majority of recently. So really you would just have to find clothing for Enya and Kienrun.
okay, good point. Yes, we should.
Well, or any place where we can get some clothing very quickly.
Very quickly off to the side you hear someone like busking with like clothes. They're like, get your authentic Fire Nation robes here, traditional, fancy, etc. and so on.
Can we steal them?
Fantastic.
Kenren fully just. No, he's saying, get your robes, get them. Kenren grabs one.
All right, well that'll be and you just walk off. Well, hold on, come back.
I don't remember if we established this. Do I have money?
I think you said you took some, but not a lot, right?
Yeah, I think you grabbed some money, but not a whole lot. So you've been holding on to it.
Do I have enough money to pay for clothing?
Probably.
Would I have leftover money if I paid for clothing?
Wait, didn't someone gave you a sack of money, didn't they? Or is that a different campaign I'm thinking of?
I think that's a
Different
totally
campaign.
different campaign. Okay, I guess I don't know what. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pay the guy for fancy clothing. What kind of fancy clothing do they have there?
There's like traditional Fire Nation like ceremonial robes. There are just your average sort of like if you were going to like a party situation, or like ones that you would see like delegates wear kind of thing. Some of it seems like it's kind of like rip off, like knockoff type, but like there's some where like it's of good quality.
What's something that I could wear that I won't necessarily be recognized in?
I believe you. Yeah, there are some ones that like have hoods. So if you wanted to like buy one that has like a hood situation, yeah.
Fantastic. I'm choosing that one.
Cool. And you buy some new clothes that includes a hood.
I'll also pay for whatever. I'm assuming I can probably pay for both
Yeah.
me and Kienren.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kienren stole some clothes, which are now bought for, so they're no longer stolen.
He said, get them. He said, come get them. So I got them.
Correct, but also courtesy.
And in that yeah, it's
You're right.
aqua.
Canron turns around. Thank you, good sir. This was very generous. Turns back away.
In the like aquamarine style, in which like how your clothes work, but these are not the same kind of clothes. You just make the new clothes work the same style that you usually wear. You know that one scene where she has the sleeves and makes them like whatever that tie is? Am I crazy? Am I the only one who watched that movie?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Cameron has like clothes that should not be worn the way that they're wearing, but it works.
Okay.
Called
okay.
fashion sweating.
Okay, and so for me, I feel like Rourke, you can just like you hired a scribe from Star Terra, and that's basically not even a lie. Except for the hire part, because you're not paying me.
Rorik, why aren't you paying Zay for their services?
No, Cameron,
No.
this is the lie.
We're
Oh.
lying because we're liars.
We're liars.
I don't know how this sets with my conscience.
have you
I think
Zay,
I'm
have
fine
you
with it.
mentioned Star Terra like by name before?
No.
Okay, cool. So none of you have context for what Star Terra, although Enya probably knows what Star Terra is.
How?
What's Star Terra?
Oh, the orphanage I'm from. It's like the ambassador for the Earth Kingdom and Fire Nation.
The home of the Stockholm Master.
I mean, technically, yeah.
I will burn this place to the ground.
No, you will not. You will not do
I
that.
have to protect the people from your master.
I don't.
No.
I know one day you will understand.
Wait, you're not gonna burn an orphanage to the ground.
Of course not. I'm burning the home of
That's the orphanage. She
Wait.
runs
These
the orphanage.
Stockholming orphans?
They call her master because she teaches us. Like she's our teacher. That's just the word. It's not
Rorik is gonna feed into the fact that Kienren doesn't understand. And it's like, yeah, they're Stockholming orphans, alright. They're feeding them lies.
Rorik.
We'll deal with Star Terra after we deal with the dinner.
It's okay. Unrelated, but how
Thanks
are we
for
gonna?
Thanks.
How are we getting in again? So I'm supposed to mention Star Terra.
Well, not only if they ask who your staff are, I'm just coming up with my backstory, which it didn't have to work too hard.
Okay, I think I can do it, guys.
What's your who are you gonna say you are?
I don't think I can do this, guys.
Your confidence seems to falter very easily, Rorik.
Who am I?
Perhaps someone more confident and more familiar should be leading the charge. Enya?
No, I acquired this. I acquired this for us.
You just said you didn't think you could do it. Do you think you can do it now?
I have anxiety.
It
Do we know what anxiety? Anxiety exists.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
anxiety
exists. Do we want to determine if the
definitely
word
exists.
anxiety exists or no? Because you used it last campaign, so yeah, no.
Yeah, we've used it before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. No, anxiety exists. Yeah, the word and everything.
Anxiety is forever.
Just give me a name.
Okay. What's a
Rorik.
water tribe name? What's something common in the water tribe that wouldn't be weird?
Is Rorik not a suitable water tribe name?
I mean, but it's his name, right?
Yes.
But if we get caught, would we? I mean, I guess you could use your name.
No,
Do people know who you are?
no one should know who I am.
Okay. What's a water tribe name?
Tolerant.
Okay.
I'll fucking kill you. I'm gonna beat you to death.
It's the only
Talrock. Okay, so you are Talrock. What's like? Why would Avatar Roku invite Talrock to this event?
Oh, if you say anything about unions or salads, I'm gonna kill you.
Because we were part of a union.
I
Well,
really
you know-
hope everyone just uses the other characters' names. Game plan. Yours name is gonna be Talrock. Your name is Aya. Your name is Karma, and your name is Avani. Let's go.
I hate this bit.
It's awful, but it's so funny. We're gonna go with that, and we're just gonna say it's official business based on whatever's on the scroll.
What is on the scroll?
Josh, what's
Yeah.
on the scroll?
Yet again, it's a whole thing of like, this person or person's, whatever they need, etc. It's one of
Okay.
those like free pass kind of things. It also has like the Avatar seal on it.
So we
So no,
we
it's
shouldn't
official.
get questioned. Yeah, you're just here for union business.
We're just gonna give it to them. They'll read it, and if we have to tell them anything else, we will. Past that, that should get us in.
Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Is everyone on board?
I'm fine with this plan.
Okay.
Please, let's go.
As you all walk up, just cinematically wise, as you're walking up the steps, the like those times when like it'll not cut to, but like the a astral version of people will like overlay your characters.
Sure.
So overlays of Talrock, Aya, Avani, and Karma appear respectively over each person, just for like a brief second as you walk up and to do this shenanigans that is definitely appropriate for both this group and the last group.
Totally appropriate.
And the moment you walk, you don't even have to like. You have the backstories all prepared. You pull out the scroll. They immediately see the avatar symbol and like, all right, cool, you're in. Didn't have to say anything.
Cool.
So you walk in and there is like a huge. There's not like it's like a lot of tables and chairs have been set up. There's food all over the tables ready to go for people. Well, places for the food. They have the plates ready. There's no food out yet. They're gonna be bringing the food out later. But yeah, there's just things are set up and ready to go. Some people are already finding seats. Others are like standing and talking and like catching up with people, things like that.
Are we trying to do anything else here other than get food?
Waiting for the announcement of. I don't know what we're doing here.
I thought it was to get food, but then I mean, are they gonna announce anything about the meteorites here?
That's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong,
I thought that's what they said.
Okay, good.
but I'm down for some food.
Yes.
Yes, food, important.
As you're walking towards the tables to find like a place to sit, people are talking. There you catch some bits of conversation and such. People are excited for like the next day's exhibits and like symposiums and things like that going on. It starts to get later in the day. You find spots to sit. They start to bring food out. And then as you hear like someone about to make a toast to this summit, the symposiums, all the technological advances, all the 4 nations being there, a man bursts into the room, sort of loudly, and announces that there's a essentially that the Fire Nation has been stolen from. You see the person like with the toast of I'm sorry, it could I'm sorry, what? And the man steps up. He's in sort of Fire Nation military uniform, but it's more of like a Enya, you would notice, you would know for sure, probably Zay as well would know that it's a like an inventor's section of the military, that type of uniform. He enters and he steps forward so everyone can hear him, and he says, "My name is." Well, actually, hold on, let me check something real fast. I fully led. Hello, I am here on behalf of Kuchte, who is our Fire Nation, the head technologist for the Fire Nation, and I'm here to report that our crates of meteorite have been stolen by somebody here at the conference. That's the announcement, and that is where we cut off for now.
No.
Oh.
no.
Thank God I gave that rock to Russ.
Yeah.
Oh.
We cut off at the announcement of a bunch of the essentially all the crates of meteorite have been stolen. This is a person who is on behalf, acting in behalf, or announcing in behalf of the head Fire Nation technologist, and somebody at this conference summit has stolen it all, just as you're all about to get food and eat. Dun. Thank you again to thank you again for watching, and thank you again to my friends Oz, Morgan, Cass, and Megan for joining me. And I'm getting really good at finding cliffhangers to stand on. Anyway,
It helps that you had a mid-episode Scoots.
I did, yeah, a nice
Good
mid-episode
job.
scoot session. Oz, take us out.
Oh boy. Be sure to like the video for more content, hit the bell for notifications, leave a comment, hashtag I stand with Scoots, rights for Scoots, I too am Scoots. Let us know if we're pronouncing any of these names wrong. And as always, be sure to tune in next time for Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 2.
That'll be how the session ends. Just
That starts.
oh, it starts that way.
Oh.
It starts with Genren
We ended on
straight dying.
we ended on fanfare and nothing happening.
Yep.
Just
And we
immediately
come
dead.
back and Kenren is full dead.
Just gone.
Well, I guess that's what happens sometimes, right?
D6.
How's the session gonna go for Rorik? Okay, 6 and 2. That's not bad. Above average. How's it gonna go for Zay? I have some bad news.
Oh no.
Oh no, what'd I get?
1 and a 2, so slightly better than Kenren.
Hey!
Not much.
I'm just severely maimed, not dead.
Okay, that's fair. And last but not least, 5 and a 3, same as Rory.
Hey!
Well, at least half
So
the
you two
party
are gonna have an
survived.
above average one, and Meg and I are gonna go through the weeds today. Are we talking about swords, or are we talking about genitalia?
Morgan, good.
Yeah, I still can't see Megan though.
What?
Oh
I
no.
don't- it's the little.
Morgan's having problems.
I guess Morgan just doesn't get to see Megan today.
I guess.
Oh,
Upsetting.
Meg, that's a sick hat you got. What a cool hat you're wearing.
What a cool
Oh my god,
hat.
Megan, did you dye your hair?
Stop! No.
Megan, did you dye your cool hat?
I dyed my cool hat.
Josh, are you recording?
I am recording, yeah.
Yes!
This will be fun to come back to.
Yay!
All right. Well,
We
I don't
can't
know.
say on this name.
That's the whole episode.
We're
His name is
gonna-
Taco. Let's go.
What happens if I just take out the section of where I said Scoots is getting hunted?
I'll kill you.
I'll just keep in those hashtags, and everyone will be like, "What?" Covered
When
in.
is Scoot's gonna learn to read?
Who's gonna teach Scoots to read?
He's gonna learn.
We'll eventually have an interaction at some point.
All
End
right.
of the season. Scoots is gonna have such a complicated narrative that we're only going to see snippets of that's going to lead Scoots to the Fire Nation.
I'm debating introduce the next time you see Scoots being hunted down. Bye. Ah!
No, Josh, you can't.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Murder him.
He's our little guy.
He could get saved. It's to add suspense. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You just
Get in the
throw
comments.
just one of the
Right.
random things that you do that goes off into to space, lands and saves Scoot's life out of nowhere.
Save Scoots. Get on social media. Hashtag Save Scoots. Buy
Imagine
our
that's-
Scoots merch
imagine
at
that's already a
www.
hashtag. Hey Scoots, Kickstarter. What is it called? A GoFundMe page for Scoots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Anyway,
random streamer named Scoots suddenly gets a lot of
Uh-huh.
save Scoots.
Trending on social media. Hashtag I am with Scoots.
yeah. Who's Scoots? Question mark. To see that everywhere.
Find out more on the next episode.
That's the gay agenda, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
All right.
Anyway,